What's up, everyone? This is Emilio with Quick Property Solutions. Today I'm in Detroit, Michigan. I'm on the west side in the Dexter-Linwood area neighborhood. I'm standing in front of a house, probably gonna be my next wholesale deal. This deal was sent to me from an investor that I know. They purchased this property with hopes of getting it fixed up, rented out. I think they had some contractor issues, and now they kind of just want to get their money back and use that money for another investment. So what I wanted to do today was I wanted to shoot this house. You can see some more houses in Detroit, kind of like show you the street, kind of give you a breakdown of my thoughts while I'm doing the walkthrough. I opened the door, but I didn't really go through the house too much. I don't know much about the house. I know that they wanted to rent it out for like a low amount of money. I mean, looking at the outside, to me, I mean, it's decent, but it's missing some major, I guess, it's not a rehab that I'll consider done yet. I think he told me that it was rentable. I'm not sure, just by looking on the outside, I'm not sure if this is rentable, especially if you do want to get compliance from the city. But let's walk through this property and, you know, so you could see this investment, see what's out there in Detroit. If this is your first time to this channel, you're liking this content, like the video, subscribe to the channel. What I do is I wholesale, I rehab, I buy rentals in the city of Detroit and the Metro Detroit area, and help investors that are interested in looking to invest in this area. If you are looking for contractors, we do give quotes, we do rehabs for clients. A lot of them I met here on YouTube. If you are interested in, you know, private funding me for my projects that I'm doing, please reach out to me. I'm always looking for private lenders, and we could like team up, and you could help me with my next rehab, and that would be much appreciated. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn this camera around, show you the street, show you what it looks like, and then join me on this walkthrough, and hope you enjoy the video. All right, so here's the outside of the house. What I'm gonna do is do a 360 of the street. This neighborhood is Dexter-Linwood. It's one of those areas where I believe it's in this beginning of a revitalization. They just fixed up, is it Linwood? Was it Linwood where I think it's that street right there. I believe that's where I am, Linwood right now. But they gutted the street out. They put bike paths in. It's a brand new street. They just need some more businesses on the street, you know, more stores, cell phone stores, laundromats, grocery stores, whatever. But I did another video where I was doing a walkthrough of this neighborhood, and I like this neighborhood. The only problem is that for me, I'm not buying in this neighborhood just yet. I want to be in a neighborhood that's a little bit more stable. However, there's a lot of people that are buying here, mostly because of its proximity to LaSalle Gardens and Boston Edison. Great location as far as the Davison being right over there, downtown being 15 minutes that way, New Center being, I want to say 7 minutes that way. So great location. The values are coming up in this neighborhood. I was actually looking, and I've seen some duplexes that sold in like the mid 200s, which is pretty good. And then with this one, again, this is a 2-unit. And my initial thoughts of this rehab is, to me, there's a lot more that needs to be done. It looks like the roof is newer. The siding seems to be original. It's like that faux brick. Again, it depends on your scope of work on the rehab. I particularly would put new siding on here, but siding's expensive. And, you know, if that's the problem, is that you want to be careful with how much you're spending on these rehabs, because you might be putting a ton of money in it, and this is an area, I'm not sure if it calls for high rents in this area. You got an abandoned property right here. Looks like it might be a land bank house because of those clear doors. That looks like a lived-in house. There's a brick duplex right there. I think is that a 4-unit or a 2-unit right over there? Some nice properties across the street. Right there and right there. That looks like a brand new porch. Yeah, so it's not bad. I don't know the rents in this area right now. I think in Metro Detroit, or in Detroit, a 3-bedroom will rent for 1,500 if it's a multifamily. I think this will rent probably for like 12. If it's a 2-bedroom, it's gonna be like 900 to 1,000. If it's a multifamily, I'd probably say like 700 to 800. Especially depends on the rehab. So the one thing I noticed is their subfloor. They just painted the subfloor. These are usually, I mean, depends on the house. But I always see these as concrete, but this one, you could potentially convert this into like a wood deck, but this is just subfloor. The problem with this is that the subfloor, once it gets damp, it'll start to soak in a lot of the water. So this is really not the best material, and it's already sagging. You can't see on camera, it's already starting to sag. So that's a problem for me. I would probably put a new deck in. They do have vinyl windows, which is really good. I do like the fact that they have like security here. There was an alarm here, which is really good. All right, I'm gonna turn the light on. Again, this is my first time. I opened the door, but I didn't really walk in it. It's my first time going in this property. All right, so it's not bad. I mean, it's not rent ready, but it's not bad. So hardwood floors, they need to be stained. Again, if it's a rental, I really suggest using luxury vinyl planking, because if you're gonna sand and stain these floors for a rental, you will pretty much be redoing it every time a tenant moves out. And in these areas, I'm not sure the turnover, but imagine having to refinish and stain these floors every time a tenant moves out. That's ridiculous. You might as well put in luxury vinyl flooring, because it's scratch resistant, water resistant, and you know it'll stand up to the wear and tear of like a rental. So we'll need a paint job. So it's not bad. They got these original cabinets in. I mean, if you're doing rehabs in the city of Detroit, people are always asking like, well, how much is it gonna cost to rehab? And I always say it depends. It depends on your scope of work. So if you don't like these and you wanna have like an open feel, and you wanna demo it, I mean, well, if you're gonna demo it, that's gonna cost money. And then you gotta fix the trim here, that's gonna cost money too. So ideally, I mean, if you want to save money on the rehab, just paint these and keep these in the original spot. But some people, honestly, they want everything in the unit to be brand new, and they won't like this stuff. They want to tear this out and make an open floor concept and all that kind of stuff. And again, it's up to you, because it'll look nicer, so it might rent higher or it might rent faster. But me personally, if you're going to spend how much money to get rid of this, I don't think it's going to really up the value of the rent. What ups the value of the rent is how many bedrooms you have, the amenities, do you have a garage? Is there a basement for extra storage? Things like that. But knocking this stuff out just because visually it looks better, that's really not going to make a huge difference in the rent, in my opinion. Let's go to the kitchen. Kitchen, this flooring has to be done. I can already see all this peel and stick is starting to come up. Probably, you could potentially paint the cabinets. It's such a small space. I probably would, again, it depends on your budget, but you put a fridge here, another cabinet here. You could extend the countertop, but again, all that stuff costs money. So it depends on what your budget is and how much you want to spend on the property. Me personally, in an area like this, that's a really funky cabinet, by the way. They really just bought a used cabinet and put it in here. Me personally, with low rents like this, I would have nothing with moving parts in this. So that sink, I wouldn't put a garbage disposal in there. In the bedrooms, no ceiling fans. I would put these kind of fixtures in there because it's just less stuff to break. All right, so if we go in here, well, the bathroom has to be redone. It looks like they started on the plumbing. You need vanity, toilet. I don't know about this bathroom. You could ideally just glaze this whole thing, but I don't know. I probably would put in look at that. That's terrible. I don't know. I probably would redo this bathroom, in my opinion. But again, it depends on your scope. Everyone's different. Some people want to redo this whole bathroom. Some people will be like, put a toilet in there. They won't even buy a new toilet. It might be a used toilet or like a used vanity to try and save a couple $100. Everyone's different. But this is a minor cosmetic rehab. That's what I would say. I would keep it minor cosmetic. Look at vinyl windows here, which is good. But keep it minor cosmetic. The doors are fine. You have mismatching doors. A good paint job over this whole thing would do wonders. New switches and new outlets. I mean, these switches look pretty good. I mean, definitely new outlets and flooring throughout the whole thing. I would do luxury vinyl flooring throughout the whole thing. I wouldn't replace the trim. I would paint all the doors. I put luxury vinyl flooring through here. And this is 2-bedroom. You potentially could just get some wood to cover this up. This looks like it's painted shut. Is this even, it's not, there's a screw right there. It's not even usable. So this is just for show. There's usually drawers here. It looks like what they did was they just blocked it off. So if you're not, what you could do, honestly, you could just block this off. Get rid of the handle, block it off. No storage space for you. Or you could take the extra time. Uh-oh, my camera went out. Oh, my light is out. I think my battery's gonna die. Anyways, let me see if I can get my phone to light this way. But small bedroom here, so it's a 2-bedroom. So I'd probably say the rent on this, if it's nice and fixed up, is $800, $900. Again, luxury vinyl flooring, replace the light fixtures to LED, and replace that door. That door looks fixable, just paint it. So I would probably say $15 a square foot for this. And again, it depends on your scope of work as far as what you want to do this kitchen. Do you want to add more cabinets to this? Do you want more counter space for your tenant? This is here by itself. Would you want to maybe put a cabinet here? I mean, you have this thing that's blocking here. Maybe you could push this to the wall, put another cabinet here, put an upper here so they have more storage space, or just want to keep it. Just paint the cabinets and call it a day and then just try and rent it. Or do you want to put some more cabinet lowers here, uppers here, just for more cabinet space? I mean, it's your call. I do like the fact that there's all vinyl windows in here. That's good. Okay, what we're gonna do is, I mean, this looks like a 800, not even, 700 square foot space maybe, 700 square feet. And let's see. Okay, I'm guessing on the square feet. I don't know if it's 700 or not, but let's see. So 700, I would probably say like, oh, ah, shit. Whoopsie, $15 a square foot. I don't know, 10 grand. Honestly, I would probably say $20 a square foot, just in case. Just so 20 grand to fix this up. 15 to 20. Door's nice. All right, let's go this way. Let's go check this up right now. I gotta take pictures of this because me, ideally, I'm not gonna purchase this property. It doesn't really fit my buying criteria. If you are looking to invest, it's probably good to start with a buying criteria. What do you not want to buy? It'll help you filter out a lot of the deals that are sent your way. There we go. All right, I'm gonna go up. So my buying criteria is, I don't want any, for flips, I don't want any war zones. I want properties where the ARV, which is after repair value, is at least 150,000. The neighborhoods are a little bit more stable. So for me, I'll rent something like this for a rental. I don't know. What I've always said is I don't want to be the pioneer in a neighborhood that's not established. I don't want to be that guy that's just like, you know, the only one there, like saying this is going to be a good neighborhood and just gamble my money, invest my money in an area that is just unknown, you know. This is kind of cool. This is like a little spare room. This is really interesting. It's got a closet. This could be a bedroom. I'm just joking. Can't be a bedroom. It's way small. And that goes out to the front porch. Was there a porch here? Where's this going out to? There's nothing out there. I'm not gonna even open the door. I can see it from the outside. But this is the same condition as downstairs. You can put luxury vinyl flooring in here, new paint job. Get in all new outlet covers. I mean, the outlet covers look okay. Just, I like having things new. This is the same layout as downstairs. Let's see how the kitchen looks. Yeah, a little different. So they didn't even, the original cabinets went to the ceiling and they didn't mud and tape that. I probably would fix that. Especially if you're gonna get this compliant with the city, all that leftover plaster or compound. Probably want to smooth that out. Oh, see, they painted this room. Looks decent. It's not bad. I don't like the color, but look at the difference between all these, you know, just having a new paint job in here. Terrible painting job, by the way. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I'm being too picky. The cut-ins are okay. This is what kills me. They didn't take the cover off, so they painted on the cover. That always really chaps me. It's like, just unscrew this, pop it off, and then paint, and then put it on top. I don't understand why people have paint on the outlets. And here too, paint on the ceiling. And I know it's low incomes, but that's the thing. It's like, someone's gonna live here. At least you gotta put effort into it to make sure they're living in a decent spot. So this area is blue. You see here all the cut-ins, it's on the trim. Bathroom is pretty much identical to upstairs. I mean downstairs. Yeah, it's identical. Tub looks newer, so you could probably spare the tub. Man, I don't know about this shower, this tub surround. I don't know. I'd get a new one. I mean, it doesn't look bad. I don't like the fact that they're showing the screws. I don't like that. Like, put some trim over it, you know? And then the second bedroom. Let's see here. I mean, I like the fact that there's not a lot of work here. I do like the fact that it's like an easy rehab. It's just flooring and paint and outlet covers and replacing fixtures. So I do like that. Okay, I gotta find a way to get downstairs, and I think, let's see. Oops, I gotta go. I gotta go! The kids are coming back from school, so I gotta get out of here. It's going to remove this. It's hard to do one-handed. Let's slide it this way. Oops, there you go. Okay. All right. Oh, you know what? I can see underneath the, going up the steps. So let's see upstairs here. Okay, so the roof has new decking, which is really good. I like that. Here's the space here. For the attic, some storage space up here. So when I say new decking, if you look at the roof, you see that? That's plywood underneath there. With these older houses, you would see cedar shake siding, but there is a new roof on here. What they did, they tore off all the cedar shake siding, laid some fresh plywood down, and then laid the shingle on top, which is really good. So, nice new roof. I do like that. That's pretty cool. More vinyl windows, another good sign. Okay. Ugh, spiderwebs in my face. Generally, it's clean. I mean, it's just a little dirty. I mean, honestly, you could just... Oh, man, that was a big spiderweb. Damn it. Ugh. Oh, damn. Oh. All right. Hopefully the stairs are okay. Gotta be careful with these stairs. Something can be weak. All right, so we're in the basement now. We're gonna see about the water and the panel. So we're down here now. Oh God, spiders everywhere. So there's no glass block windows, just regular windows. Here's the panel. So it's a new service panel. That's good. It's pretty good. All right, so obviously my light is not charged. So let me see if I can get my flashlight going. Yep, there we go. Hopefully this helps. Let's see. All right, so furnaces, it's not a split basement, so there's 2 furnaces in 1 basement, so it'd be kind of funky with the storage. This wall is kind of bowing in. You get that sometimes over time if water isn't being pushed away. Ductwork is all here, that's good. It's all PEX plumbing. So none of that galvanized piping. That's good, that saves you some money there. Basement's dry. I mean, that's the most important thing. Oh, look at that spider web. I'm gonna walk around that thing. So not bad. Let me see if I can see the panel. Yep, there it is. Try it. There you go. Yep. So there's the other panel. Tub. Again, you don't have glass block windows, but I mean, at least these windows aren't broken. And you do have the new ductwork. That's all new, which is pretty cool. That helps out a ton. So yeah, not bad. Exterior door secured up very nicely, I will say that. Okay. Oh, man. All right, so thoughts on the property. I think let's start with the pros. I like that a lot of the major things are covered. A new roof. That roof would probably have been $10,000 to $12,000 if it's new decking, probably 15. You have to get quotes on it. Oh, interesting. I'm looking out this window. Look at that building right there. 2 apartment buildings. Interesting. It's not a fenced-in yard, but still though. That looks nice over there. I'm gonna drive over there later. Looks like a really clean apartment building. That's a good sign. Other people are living around you. All right. So yeah, that vinyl windows. If you imagine this house probably has like, I don't know, 25 windows, and all these windows. Let's say, I mean, looking at the size, maybe. I'm gonna rough shoot it $300, which that's actually undershooting it. $300, and you have, let's say, 30 windows here. That's gonna be like $9 grand. And again, it could be 7 if you get better prices, but I'm not gonna take the time to measure out the windows. Just know that these windows are all vinyl, which is like a plus. Minor cosmetic, so all you really need is flooring, paint to get this place looking really, really nice. Things like this you have to replace though. You see this? I want to have trim here. Put trim so it covers that kind of stuff up. I don't like the siding. I don't like this deck. This is an accident waiting to happen. Imagine if you have like both these units share this deck and all this weight. They put a grill on here. They have chairs out here and everyone's standing here hanging out. The weight, I don't know what the weight limit is on the subfloor. Got to change this out. So some of the cons, I personally really like Dexter Linwood, but I like Dexter Linwood not to invest. I like Dexter Linwood because it's a neighborhood that I think, actually seeing the investment that's coming into Dexter Linwood, a lot of the investors coming in here, a lot of the projects that are happening right now, especially with that road being finished. Some of the duplexes that I'm seeing being sold for like, you know, 150 up to 200. I like those. I like seeing that. But for me right now, what I'm investing in, I'm looking for a little bit more stability. A lot of the times, again, it just depends on your investing, because some people, oh, you know what? I got to set the alarm. Some people like investing in those up and coming areas, because what happens is, and I'm just rambling here, what happens in those areas that are up and coming, they're going to buy these houses on the low. And then sometimes when you see all the progress being made in the area, there we go. You've seen all the progress in the area. What that means is people are investing in this neighborhood. With all the rehabs that are being sold, that means people will start to see like, hey, I could potentially rehab in this neighborhood and make money. So all those things are positive signs. But I already have a couple places where I kind of bought in areas that were just like that. I have one on the east side near Indian Village. And I think me financially, capital-wise, energy-wise, I could really only invest in a couple places where it's just like you're gambling on the neighborhood to just start getting better. But I do think that Dexter Linwood is one of those places. I think this rental, as far as the pros, I think there's a lot of positives to having this place be in such decent shape. But there are some things. Oh, and to make this, let's say a deck, this is gonna be like $4 grand, $3 to $5 grand, depending on like what your quotes come back at. So imagine both spots, let's say 15, that's 30. Fix this up, 5. HVAC, you need a water heater, that's another 5. I don't know, so 40. If you get a good quote, maybe 30. If you could get someone to do both the units for 10. So 10, 20, 23, furnaces and water heaters, 6. So just under 30, you could probably get this rehabbed. Doesn't include anything else, so I mean, still got to look around. I would probably say you could get this place rehabbed for 30 and make it rentable. But yeah, that's my thoughts on it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want me to, let me know what you guys want me to cover. I'd be happy to talk about it. Thanks for watching.